Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here. Thank you for checking out this video. And this is officially the start of week 5 of my Marksman Hunter gearing and progression journey here in the 3rd season of The War Within. This could be the week that we see significant progress on getting AOTC, since we are officially 7 of 8 heroic, and Dimensius prog was basically most of the second day of raid last week. So we almost got through phase 1. If we can clean that up, and I've heard it's a pretty much a done deal after that point. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That's hopefully for future me to talk about here in a little bit. But I do have to open up my vault, which is the week 4 vault, or I earned in week 4. I do have 3 options for hero track at the top from raid, and I have 3 mythic options from the middle of the vault for mythic plus. So let's make sure we are set to marksman specialization. I'm just going to get to it because this is going to be a great week. I saw a huge power creep this last week, and we're going to keep that thing rolling, and hopefully I'll have some raid kill videos for you guys later on tonight and later on this week. Hoping for a weapon, since I did not craft the POW ×2 gun a couple weeks back. 709 item level before I am going to open up the vault, and then I did get the infinite dragon, or the infinite flight neck. Not amazing last week, but it had a tertiary, and it was like a 20-some item level upgrade, so why the heck not? It was that or get tokens. But, alright, here we go. Generating that loot, and as customary here on my channel, we're very high tech. Going to be covering the screen with my hand. We got Void Touch Fragment, we have Void Scarred Striker's Gauntlets, and a Soulbreaker Sigil. Not really anything we're going to be after. So let's take a look at the top row. I know you guys have already seen it. Hoping and praying for a weapon. We'll see what happens. So first up, we have a pair of heroic pants. I already have heroic pants, so that's not a big deal there. We have a heroic helm, which is not tier. Again, not a big deal there because I already have a hero track helm from week 1. And then we have Pact Bound Vam Braces, which is off of Nexus King Salad Bar, as we like to call him. Nice item, but that's where our embellishment is, so that's not really what we're after. Alright, here we go. First up, we have Arakara Sackbrood. So Sackbrood was so strong Season 1, not as much Season 2. Probably not what we're going to be going after, but I do need trinkets. You know, Blizzard need those trinkets, but a weapon would be more preferable. Next up, we have a pair of Mythic Track Shoulders. Okay, so right now this will most likely be my pick just because I'll turn those into tier, and we did just get a new Catalyst charge, so I will be able to turn those into tier. I'll have to double check on the Sackbrood, but this last item I'm going to hope and pray is either a lily or is a weapon. Here we go. It's a lily. Okay. Well, remember that thing I said talking about those shoulders, that Sackbrood? I'm not doing any of that. I will be picking up the Lily of the Eternal Weave, which comes off of Ecodome Aldani. I've been really hurting for trinkets, and so this is going to go in quite nicely. I do kind of feel bad I'm not picking the shoulders, but that just means we're going to get one with tertiary stats later on in the season, right? But I'm going to go ahead and pick this Lily of the Eternal Weave. It'll be something good I can use for single target and for AoE, and I'm going to try to couple it nicely with the Nether Prism I get from I never say it right. Fractalus. There we go. Later on this week, hopefully. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week. Best of luck in your vault, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to future me, and we'll see how the week went. Still can't believe I couldn't say that. I'll get it next time for sure. And just like that, it's the end of another week. So, how did we do? Well, we made one of our big goals for the season and every season, which is getting AOTC. So, congratulations to Drexit. We officially got Dimensius down on Heroic for week 5. So prior to the War Within, the fastest we'd ever gotten AOTC, which we are an AOTC only guild, was I think like week 7 or week 8. A lot of them ended up being week 9, for example. But for the last 2 tiers, including Dimensius, we actually did it on week 5, which is, you know, this week. So congratulations again to everybody. A ton of hard work. We were actually we had started lusting early and right off the bat just to see into phase 1, into phase 2, and then we eventually were actually going faster than we were doing with lust at the beginning. So that's pretty awesome. We were able to get Dimensius down on the final pull of the night, so some last pull magic. So that does mean we'll be working on our meta achievement mount here soon. I don't know if it's going to be this next coming week, but it'll definitely be in the next couple of weeks. And we have a bunch of people that have not been able to get their AOTC yet, weren't able to raid with us at all so far this tier. So we will be making sure we get those guys those achievements, but then also we'll still be trying to clear to try to get some items to maybe help with Mythic Plus and that sort of thing. And speaking of Mythic Plus, we did end the week at 2795, so some really good progress there. We got a couple more 12s on the board, so actually I think we maybe had 4 12s last time, but maybe not. Either way, we have 4 12s on the board now. We have that 110 Arakara. We just haven't got a lot of Arakara keys, but I did try my first really good push key, which was a 15. So we did an Eco Dome 15. We were just over the timer by about a minute 40, and we had 2 full wipes. So I think if we would have got in there, that wasn't with my normal group, but if we would have got in there, I think we probably could have got it down. But that does mean I'm going to have a 14 key this week. Doesn't mean we're going to be doing that, but who knows? Maybe we'll get an easy key for us to give a shot. Maybe even if I lower it to a 13, because I do want to get all 12s across the board before we start to really push for that 3K. That way, once the inevitable will be able to buy items with dinar, tokens, whatever they're going to be calling them, poker chips, that we'll be able to buy those mythic items straight away. And so 2795 is where we're at. My vault, so I did do that 15 like I said, so we have 3 different myth track options in the middle. This last week I did pick, what did I pick? Oh yeah, I picked the trinket, the Lily of the Eternal Weave. So that's going to be my main trinket. What am I doing? There we go. Whew, it's been a night. But we have 3 mythic options there in the middle. We have hero track all the way up top. Not much we need from heroic anymore. I would take the ring off of the first boss, but I will be trying to get it from mythic. So I will start to try to pug at least the first 2 bosses in mythic. Whether I end up getting the items to drop in there is to be seen, but that does mean it'll give me options for that ring in the first slot here for raid. Really hoping I can get that Omega, or that's Alpha, so it's the ring, the Alpha ring off the first boss. We've not seen it drop once so far in raid, so maybe this next week will be the time that we see it. Because I am still rocking a crafted ring from last tier, so my item level is 710 here at the end of week 5. I am running with that Lily of Eternal Weave, and then I am saving up, let's see, I have 75 Gilded Crest on the off chance I get a weapon. So that's going to be my goal, regardless of what stats are on it, which version, don't care. As long as it's a myth track, that's what I'm going to be really hoping to get. I also did get the Interloper's Chain boots this last week, so I got a nice little upgrade there. And then we're just kind of in a holding pattern until we get some more items that are on the myth track. So if I do get into mythic raiding a little bit, whether it be pugging or with friends, maybe that'll help me gear up just a little bit faster, but I'm kind of just hard stuck each and every week at this point. It's a nice dirigible there you got there, Clutch Goo. Anyway, there are a couple of items that are hero track. I have the 1 ring, but I really need that ring from raid. So we're kind of locked right there. And then after that, it's just very small upgrades, just going from hero track to mythic track. And then one trinket as well. So for my mythic plus spec, I do, or I should say just AoE in general, I do want to run with that improvised C4 pacemaker. So I still have mine from last season. So hopefully we'll get that to drop at least at a hero track from dungeons, or if I can get it from the vault at a myth track, that would be even better. It was classic Ashran week, so I made some good progress there. If you guys know me, I've been working on the Warlords of Draenor title for the better part of 4 years. Did get the Nemesis section done, so that's pretty cool. So I added Gnome Bane to my list, my huge list of titles, and then I'm getting ever closer to 50,000 achievement points. So that's going to be a lot of fun that I should be getting in the next couple of weeks once I decide to start doing a few more achievements. That is, I haven't really done any of the rated PvP just yet. I do just now starting to get a little bit of conquest, so that's going to be something I want to tackle before we get into Legion Remix, which will be in a couple of months. And then finally, I did not do any delves this week. I did kind of take a break there. I did them on, I guess I did them on alts, but I didn't do them on Greeley, so I'll be collecting keys so I can start working on the last bountiful key achievement that I need, which is 500 keys. I think I've got about 230-ish left to go, so only a few weeks, right? But I hope you guys have a really great week this week. Best of luck in your vault. I hope you guys are going to get something good. Also, I did post my Mage Tower video. I actually posted a short where I have a new personal best of 26.33 seconds. Absolutely insane. The only way you could really do that is if you get a ton of procs of Black Arrow, and I did just that. So I will actually post the entire video, which it takes so you can see everything that's going on the screen as opposed to just like the short version of it. But I will put that out on my channel here, and I might even have like a little guide for it as well. But then I'm really kind of just going to be posting more of my kill videos, which I still am really behind on. I'll have some more Mythic Plus runs, including a breakdown of our plus 15 run. We didn't time it, but it'll be a great opportunity to go through and see where I can get better as a marksman hunter, because that's obviously my goal every time I go into a key, whether it's a 2 or whether it's a 15. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Best of luck in your vault. If you're in my Discord, please post what's in the box tomorrow morning. It gets me through the day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.